Hey everyone, I am so excited about Revivals in the Air. It is one of my most favorite songs I have ever written, and I wanted to take a few minutes and tell you guys the story behind it. I actually wrote it this last fall for my brother, who has been struggling with addiction for a really, really long time. And we had come to a breaking point, and me and Jonathan, our community, had really started intentionally praying for breakthrough, that he would humble his heart and ask for help. And one of the nights I was sitting here in my living room and I was playing my ukulele and I was just worshiping and praying, and my phone buzzed and it was my brother, and all it said was, "I made the call, I'm gonna get help." And I was totally overcome and I just started singing. I can feel redemption on the wind, forgiveness like the tide rolling in, taking up the space where shame has lived, receiving all that you died to give. Let the wind blow. And I literally felt the presence of God fill our living room, and the kids were here and Jonathan was here, and we were all so overcome that the Lord answered our prayer. And it was one of the most beautiful moments. Literally the words just came out of my mouth. I couldn't even believe it. It was so shocking. And I was full of what redemption looks like. And the next morning I woke up and I couldn't wait to work on the song. And I came out and I grabbed my ukulele, and literally the first thing out of my mouth, I sang, "Revival's in the air, catch it if you can." And I stopped and I was like, what did I just sing? That was such a strange phrase. I don't even talk like that. Like, what a strange thing for me to sing. But I literally couldn't stop smiling, and I felt so much joy, so I sang it again. Revival's in the air, catch it if you can. And I was like, Lord, what is this? Like, what am I saying? And the Lord just spoke to me and said, Melissa, don't you realize, like, you are experiencing the truest form of revival, which is when prodigals turn and run home. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm in the middle of a revival in my family. And I love when God reframes words like revival. I love when he starts giving new language for a word that's really familiar. And for me, revival doesn't start and stop in a meeting. It's meant to actually infiltrate every part of our lives, the 99% of our life. And revival looks like prodigals coming home. It looks like addicts getting help. It looks like marriages restored and families reconciled. It looks like our neighborhoods full of compassion and love and grace and mercy. It looks like our cities and cultures getting flipped upside down with the love of God. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's in the air, like, revival is in the air. And the Lord just kept speaking to me. He's like, Melissa, I don't start and stop. I am everywhere and I am moving, and I am asking you to open your eyes and see that I am all around you. And it just impacted me so deeply. And I actually got to give this song to my brother a couple weeks ago for his birthday, which was incredible. And we both just sat there and wept and laughed, and we were totally caught up in the whirlwind of redemption, what it looks like when heaven comes to earth. And it was so stunning. And I think that is my prayer for this song. My prayer is that it would be the healing balm of what reconciliation looks like. And it would also be a whirlwind of joy for your families, for your marriages, for your cities, for your church communities. My prayer for this song and for this whole album is that it would feel like heaven coming close, and that we would feel the full measure of what it looks like when God starts moving.